Hey folks, my name is V, and today I'd like to talk about World of Warcraft housing as I've been poking around. Hey everyone, it's V, and today I would like to talk about the upcoming housing feature. So, Blizzard announced player housing for World of Warcraft in the Midnight expansion with early access on December 2nd for all the pre-orders and for the full launch in 2026. I've been playing World of Warcraft for a long time, and this news has me so excited. It actually feels like something we've been waiting on forever. And today I'd like to share why I think housing will be such a great feature. If you're curious, stick around, give a like to the video, and subscribe if you're new, so let's go talk about it. So since this news has come out, I've also been checking out Reddit, Twitter, and a lot of other places, and from what I've seen across the internet, a lot of people are excited. So whether you love role-playing or you just want your quiet little spot in Azeroth, I feel like there is a bit of an appeal here. So here's my reasons for looking forward to these features, and I would love to hear from you in the comments as well. If you're excited for it, let me know why, and if you're not excited, if you think this is just one of those news that is overhyped, let me know as well. So the first reason is obviously about having a space that just feels like yours. I've spent years questing as my night elf, but where does she actually live, you know? Housing gives you a plot and maybe a farm for Alliance or some sort of rugged outpost for the Horde, so that you can make it private for your guild or basically join some sort of public neighborhood, from what I understand. It's very straightforward. There's no lottery system of how you're gonna get your land. There's no sort of maintenance or crazy costs. From what I understand as well, there is no mandatory subscription in order to have this in the first place. I feel like for the first time my character is going to get a home after years of adventuring. For a lot of us who have found escape in Azeroth, I feel like we'll actually have a house there as well. And I feel like it's comforting to just think of logging in and heading into your own house instead of just hanging around the main hub or wherever it is that you last logged out. It gives us that sort of comfort, I feel, and I'm really excited to know that my night elf and well, some of my other alts as well will just have a place to spend time when I want to be on my own yet feel like I'm working on something still. The next reason is the customization. Blizzard is making it really flexible, so from what I've seen, there's going to be very simple options for a basic setup or a detailed set of tools if you want to get really creative. So you can add rooms, tweak decorations, or design the outside, kind of like adding a porch or some plants or something like that. So I'm already thinking about what I'm gonna put in my house, maybe a really nice library, kind of like the way they showed it in the housing virtual tour. And I want to just make it really cozy and really me. And I'm sure that a lot of us feel the same way. What's really cool about it is that you can use items from old expansions like Wrath Era, banners, Draenor crafts, or whatever you like. I'm really excited about a room to just show off some raid achievements. Hopefully they're gonna add something that will be reminiscent of the things that we used to have or do, kind of like Mage Tower or maybe some old dungeons or raids. It'll be really exciting to also craft a decor from old materials. For example, I don't know, I'm thinking of like lava lamps, maybe from some Legion resources or something like that. I think it would be nice to have a reason to go back to these regions and farm them. So as someone who collects transmogs as well, I love the idea of displaying favorite weapons on the wall or something like that. If that's going to be a feature, I can imagine. It's a very personal thing how you're going to decorate your house, and I remember how excited I was to do this in Final Fantasy XIV. So I'm hoping that WoW has taken notes from that, but also said, okay, how can we make this a little bit better and a little bit more approachable as well? I feel like this is a really cool feature because it feels more social than, for example, garrisons in Warlords. They felt so isolating, but housing is designed to bring people together. So neighborhoods fit about 50 plots, I think, and you can visit friends or join some community events. So in a way, it feels like seasonal thing, like a like a set of events that you can join on a yearly basis and actually get to know people there as well. I am a little bit worried because from what I've seen in the housing tour, there are things like the summoning stone or the chest for your weekly gears and whatnot, and I do worry that people are just going to log in and out from their house and that they essentially have everything there. But I think that a lot of people will still go out and see each other. So I hope that it's going to be more of a social hub without the pressure of end game content rather than a place where people will isolate themselves. So it'll just be nice to just hang out at a friend's place or maybe queue for dungeons, you know, from their garden or something like that. I like that it's a really chill spot to catch up with maybe your guildies or meet new people without the stress of, you know, raid schedules, and that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited for it. Also, I think that this is something that is essentially built to last. So Blizzard plans to add new decorations over time. They're gonna tie it to old zones and old professions or professions in general. And I think gathering herbs for a garden or farming some classic raids for unique items, it'll make old content feel fresh, and essentially it'll give us something to do. Maybe there will be achievements tied to housing as well. So that's always nice. I think that clearing old raids for housing items will definitely give us a reason to revisit them, and it's really good for casual players because there's no need to grind gear and you can just enjoy the world as it is. So as someone who has less time for hardcore play this day, I really appreciate something chill and relaxing to work. This is pretty much why I'm looking forward to housing. I think it's really personal, creative, but also social, and it gives me a reason to keep exploring Azeroth. I'm curious about what you think. Would you like a small mini cabin or some sort of big castle? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, do make sure to give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned as I will be definitely checking out the alpha version of housing, so maybe I'll see you in game and I'll see you on this channel for sure. Thank you so much for watching, take care, and bye bye.